Subaru ding dongs. Okay, enough. All right, finally we can get started. Welcome again to Boot to Bonnet. It's Luke from XIII Motorsports. We're doing driving experience with Jason's recently souped up BRZ TS 2024. Now more than 7,000 kilometers on this thing. He put the keys in our hands so we could mess around with this thing and make it more track focused. Put some coilovers on it, upgraded a bunch of stuff. Spec alignment here. Jesus. Yeah, this thing would not drive very well. All right, so we finally got the car finished and we're ready to take this thing for a rip and see how it handles. So let's do that. So one thing I immediately noticed with this car is more NVH than is normal. So what I mean by NVH, noise, vibration, harshness, it's just kind of like, you know, when you put stiffer engine mounts in or you do things to the car that changes the vibrations and noises and clunking and banging and stuff. All the stuff that makes the car more fun to drive also makes it a little bit more annoying for certain people. But, oh wow, listen to that diff. Lots of noises. All right, I think I'm gonna like this already. Let's turn off the traction system and take it through the paces here.
We're running the 5W30 and along with the XIII Motorsports oil cooler, which takes an additional 1 liter, and the Formula Delta high capacity oil pan, which takes roughly 1.3 to 1.5 liters more than stock. This car will be running well over 7.5 liters. Check out XIII Motorsports online if you want to get your Eneos product. And again, on this build, we're only using the best. Let's get back to it.
So we've got some Nankang CRS tires fitted, which these tires are not great in the cold whatsoever. The alignment's pretty mild, 2.7 degrees of negative camber in the front and a little bit less in the rear. So nothing too crazy, not like our GR86 with almost double. See how this thing feels. Yeah, very sharp in the front end. Oh, a lot of brake torque from the big Brembos. Turn in is beautiful as expected. No oversteer on the exit. A lot of drivetrain noise from the stiffer transmission mounts. Honestly, it feels very sharp. Hopefully Jason's gonna let me take this thing for a rip on the track, because the street just does not do it justice. Acceleration feels good. Very good. Damp on the road, but nothing that these big 245 Nankang CRSs can't handle. Definitely something interesting about this car, and quite a bit different from our base model GR86, is the interior. The interior's got a lot of nice Alcantara bits. It's got some really nice accenting on the seats. There's also, looks like there's quite a bit more electronics. There's the Subaru EyeSight system. looks like there's some type of collision avoidance system. It's a nice STI badging on the gauge cluster, and a lot of really cool features like a nice red STI button for the start stop. Really neat. But yeah, the car definitely feels a lot more aggressive than a stock one. Feeling a lot of transmission bumps, irregularities in the road. The coilovers are soaking up the bumps really well. Nothing too crazy here. Honestly, it feels pretty good for the street, but I think a lot of these tendencies that we have that are not that great on the street help the car shine when it's on the racetrack. So that's something to keep in mind there always. Yeah, Nankang's picking up all the rocks. Definitely think he's got some kind of souped up transmission mount, because I'm pretty sure I can hear every tooth of every gear on this this transmission. Feel everything. Incredible. I gotta put it on the hoist just to see what kind of tricks Jason's up to. It's always interesting as you work with guys that have already been to the track a lot, already have like a taste and a specification that they like for their cars. So for example, me myself, you know, we got the GR86 and immediately ordered big brake kit, coilovers, and a couple little bits because I know how I like my car. Jason is exactly the same, where he knows what he likes, and this car is a testament to his preferred setup. Wheels, tires, and brakes. We've got the super sweet CE28s from Volk Racing. We've got the upgraded TS Brembo 4-piston in the front, 2-piston in the rear. And to top it all off, Nankang CRS 245 40-17 tires that give you the ultimate in grip and also streetable performance. Let's take a little look under the hood, see what's going on. We've got a relatively stock engine bay up front. There are a couple of things you'll notice. One of them being that the resonator tubes are missing and plugged off with some 13 Motorsports printed plugs. There's also these race engineering top hats, which have been beautifully paint marked by the staff at 13 Motorsports, set up for maximum attack. The other thing you'll notice is this very interesting contraption here. This is actually an oil cooler setup using Vibrant Performance components that we build at the shop. And you can see the oil cooler core located right in there. 13 Motorsports. This is actually a dual pass core where the oil's coming in from this side, going around, making a double loop and going back into the engine up here. Now you might be wondering what this thing is here. Now this is actually just a very basic, simple locking clamp setup to keep the oil filter from backing off. So you can see if the oil filter tries to rotate this way, the lock wire will keep it in the nice, tight position. All right, well that about wraps it up. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you catch our next episode where hopefully Jason's gonna let us take this car to the track and compare it back to back with our built GR86 and our built BRZ TS for Jason specifically. Thank you so much to Jason and Drivers Paddock for entertaining us, and also special thank you to Vibrant Performance for hooking us up with some parts as always, and Eneos Racing Motor Oil for doing such an awesome job keeping our GR86 running, and now blessing Jason with the 5W30 that's going to keep this thing running for a long time. Stay tuned.